Unit 9, Day 4 homework tutorial. I'll work with you on the odd problems. And you will have to complete the evens on your own. For the first section, they want us to find the circumference and the area of each circle and write our answers in terms of pi. So the formula for circumference and area are as follows. Circumference is 2 pi r, or diameter times pi. Area is pi r squared. So let's just have those on standby, ready to go when we need them. So for the first question, they provide us with the radius. It's 5 inches. So to find the circumference, we're going to use 2 times pi times radius, which is 5. So if we're going to leave it in terms of pi, all we need to do is multiply 2 with the radius. So that would be 10 pi inches is our circumference. For our area, we're going to take pi times 5 squared, and 5 squared is 25, so this would leave us with 25 pi inches for the area. On number 3, they give us the radius is 11, so we're going to say the circumference is equal to 2 times pi times 11, and 2 times 11 is 22, so it's 22 pi inches for the circumference. And my apologies on the first area, that should have been 25 pi inches squared. And for the area now, we're going to take pi times 11 squared. 11 squared is 121 in terms of pi, and then inches squared again. For the next section, they want us to find the area and the circumference again, but round our answers to the nearest tenth. So that means we get to use the calculator. The formulas are still the same, but I want to see them. So for the circumference, for number 4, you're going to take 2 pi times 9.5, and then pick up your calculator. When you use the calculator, you're actually going to use the pi button. 2, and the pi button is located when you hit second and arrow up. There's pi. So 2 pi, and then in parentheses 9.5. Hit enter, and it says round to the nearest tenth, so that's one place behind the decimal, so it's 59.7 inches. Now for the area. Again, the area is pi times radius squared. So when you grab your calculator, you're going to hit pi, open parentheses, say 9.5 squared. And you get about 283.5. 283.5. And it's still inches, but squared. Number 6. So what I'm going to do this time is just set up both of the equations and then type them into the calculator at the same time. So for circumference on number 6, it's going to be 2 times pi times 10.5. And for the area, it will be pi times 10.5 squared. Now we can grab the calculator. And for the circumference first, 2 pi 10.5. So 65.97. And for the area, it's pi, oops, sorry. Let's delete that. I'll write over it. It doesn't matter. Pi times 10.5 squared. So the circumference is 65 point, so it's roughly 66.0 meters. And for the area, it's 346.4 meters squared. All right. I did say I was working the odds, huh? Well, you got lucky on that. All right, for number 7, it says one side of a regular hexagon is 30 meters. What is the exact area? So since it wants the exact area, that means we're going to have a radical in our answer. In other words, a square root in our answer, because we talked about it in our notes that a regular hexagon is special because from the center to the side, your apothem, and then from the radius, the apothem and the radius form a 30, 60, 90 triangle. This is 60. Here's your right, and there's your 30. Again, the hypotenuse is the radius, and this is your apothem. And again, your apothem divides the side into equal parts, so that means each one of them is 15. And 15 happens to be across from 30 on the special right triangle, so that means your apothem is going to be 15 root 3, because that's the pattern, that's the rule. So to find the area, it's apothem times perimeter divided by 2. So that would equal apothem, which is 15 root 3, times the perimeter, which is 30 times 6, because there's 6 sides and they all measure 30. And that's divided by 2. Now I'm going to choose to, first of all, cut out some of my calculator work by dividing this 6 by 2, so that gives me a 3. So it's 3 times 30, which is 90. And then I would take the 90 and multiply it with the 15 only, not the root. and that'll be my answer. So 90 times 15 is 1350. So the area is 1350 root 3 meters squared. Number 9 again is a hexagon. So from the center to the side, there's your apothem. And from the center to the edge, to the vertice, is your radius. And this hexagon is 20 inches. So that means each side is 10. So this part is 10, this part is 10. So that means your apothem is 10 root 3. So the area, again, is apothem times perimeter divided by 2. So that's 10 root 3 times 20 times 6 again, because it's a six-sided figure. All of that divided by 2. So again, to cut out some of my calculator work and less things to type into the calculator, I'm going to take this 10 and divide it by 2, which would leave me with 5. And then it would be 5. I know that 5 times 20 is 100. And then 100 times 6 is 600. So that would be 600 root 3. And then the units are inches squared for the exact area. For number 11, we're finding the area. Again, it's going to be apothem times perimeter divided by 2. So the apothem is 14.5. The perimeter is going to be 12 times, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's an 8-sided figure. And that is divided by 2. So again, right off the bat, for less calculator keystrokes, I'm going to divide 8 by 2 and get 4. So in my calculator, I only need to type in 14.5 times 12 times 4. 696 is the area. So 696 meters squared. Number 13 says one side of a regular pentagon is 30 inches. The apothem is 20.6. What is the area? So again, area is equal to apothem perimeter divided by 2. So the apothem is 20.6. The perimeter can be found by taking 30 times 5 because it's a pentagon, and that is all over 2. To cut out my calculator keystrokes, I'm going to divide 30 by 2 because it's even, which will give me 15. And the 2 would disappear. And now grab the calculator. 20 times 6, or 20.6 times 15 times 5. 1545. Number 15 says one side of a regular 14 gon is 5 inches. The apothem is 11. find the area. So area is apothem perimeter divided by 2. The apothem is 11. The perimeter is found by taking the 5 times 14 because it's a 14-sided figure, and all that divisible by 2. I can divide 14 by 2 and I'll get 7. So in the calculator, it would be 11 times 5, which is 55. 55 times 7, which is 385. So it's 385 inches squared. Number 17. One side of a regular 21 gon is 0.62 kilometers. The apothem is 2.1 kilometers. What is the area? I'm just going to work out 2 more, and I believe you'll be fine on finishing the rest by your own. So on 17, we're again finding the area. Apothem perimeter divided by 2. Apothem is 2.1. Perimeter is found by 0.62 times 21. And all that divided by 2. 0.62 is an even number. Divided by 2, I'm sure it's 0.31. Pretty sure. So now it's 2.1 times 0.31 times 21. 13.671. Alrighty. 13.671. And it's kilometers squared. And the last one I'll help you with, number 19. You have a 16-sided figure and the apothem, so you're finding the area. So area is apothem perimeter divided by 2. Apothem is 15.1. Perimeter is 6 times 16, and all of that is over 2. I could choose to divide 6 by 2 or 16. Doesn't matter. Let's go with 6. 3 times 16 is 48. And so all I need to type in is 48 times 15.1. And you get 724.8 feet squared. And this concludes your tutorial. I hope you're successful in finishing the rest of the assignment.